Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. Today we're going to do something different. As you can see, this is my first time debuting my natural locks on my YouTube channel. My last episode I had Bantu knots, and these are my locks. A lot of people wonder, how do I get my locks underneath my wigs? So today I'm gonna show you. Let's get started. Boom. So first I start off with pushing my edges back. Well, one, I want my hair to be back in like a low ponytail. Low ponytail. I got hang time. This is 2 years, guys. 2 years. And I started from a big chop, but we'll get into that later. But I go into a low ponytail like that. I don't have as many locks as a lot of people out there because my hair was thin, so I decided to do less locks. I'm gonna put that in a low ponytail. And I typically use 2 wig caps. Now we're in quarantine right now, and wig caps are hard to come by because beauty supply stores are closed, and who wants to order a wig cap online, like a $2 wig cap online? So I had to spend a little bit more money, but it was worth it, and I got some old school pantyhose from Walgreens. I got pantyhose from Walgreens. And I cut them. I cut the leg, and this is what I'm gonna use. So this is our, some people like to do this on the regular because they like the shades that these come in versus regular wig caps, and wig caps are made out of this anyway, but this is the struggle way. If you don't have access to a wig cap, get you some pantyhose or use some old pantyhose that you already have and cut them. So, I'm going to put that over my head. Now this ponytail in the back, I try to like curl it over and create like this little swirl in the back. And I like to gel my edges back. I forgot. I'm running low on my Got2B glue. So these are the 2 things I like to put my edges down. This and this edge booster. So I'm going to use whatever I have left in here first and go back and touch up with this. Now this is just the first cap that I'm putting on right now. And then I'll do it again to make sure my hair is fully flat. Especially having locks, it's not the same as being able to just have cornrows straight to the back. So yeah, I'm putting some of that on. I'm gonna take my little edge brush and just make sure all that is nicely slicked back. That's what helps me know exactly where my edges stop and start. Now I'm going to take this top part. I'm going to tie that into a little knot at the top of my head. And then I'm going to cut the excess foot off and use that as my second cap. So boom. And now you have a makeshift wig cap. So this will work for someone who has cornrows and doesn't need to do a second wig cap. Right now it technically doesn't look like I need to do a second wig cap, but I'm going to, because I'm going to use the bald cap method. And I'm going to go back over. So I'm going to go back with this. Doesn't want to work. Stretch that thing on out, baby. Okay. Now I got it. That's it. And I'm going to tie another knot up there. You gotta make sure you do it really tight too, so it can create a small knot versus in a really big lump. You don't want a big lump in the back of your wig. So, and now I'm gonna recycle this. I can use this as a wig cap and another install later on. So the good thing about pantyhose is you can get a few uses out of them versus a regular wig cap. Take your ear out like that. Now, a lot of girls on YouTube use Got2B freeze spray for this part, but honestly, you can use another type of clear gel like this one. This is the gel formula of this edge booster, or this. This is something in quarantine that you can probably get way easier than Got2B freeze spray. If you go to your local Walgreens or CVS, you're bringing it back to the old school SPRITZ, and this holds just as good, if you ask me. So, being that I'm out of Got2B freeze spray, we're going to use this, and I want to spray along my edges of where I want this wig cap to stay in place. And once I finish doing that, I'm going to go over it with the blow dryer. And what I like about these pantyhose is that they're so thin that it makes it really easy to see where my hairline is. So when it comes to applying the glue, if I really want to like avoid my edges and my real hair, I can do that because I can see exactly where it is. Okay, so now after blow drying it for like a good 10 minutes, I'm going to apply makeup to my cap to get the desired bald cap look that I want. I got this also from Walgreens. It's called Soft Focus Finishing Powder and Milk Chocolate Finish from Black Radiance. And this is my first time actually using this powder. I've used this brand, other things from this brand. Ooh, I like it already. But I haven't used this powder, so I don't know if I think some of my gel is not fully dry, but it's okay. That's why I'm not cutting it yet. I'm just throwing this powder on top. Now this has a little bit more of a red undertone, so I probably would have gotten maybe another shade, but it's okay because my wig's lace is already tinted and pretty much good, so I don't think I'll have an issue with making this blend. And I can always go in with a lighter powder to lighten it up if I want to. And another reason I like to wear 2 caps is because I like to do this method, and sometimes the makeup goes through. It's easier to wash it off of just this front area versus having to wash my locks all over again, especially if I just did a wash, even though I'm kind of due for a wash now. It's been like 2 weeks, week and a half. And I'm not doing nothing but in the house, and when I put too much product in my hair, I like to wash it out. So stay tuned for that, because I have a shampoo that I actually love. So I'm going to do a get unready with me video where you can see which products I'm using on my locks right now to wash my hair and maintain my natural hair. I've had so much growth in these last 2 years, and I'm just so excited and looking forward to what's next. What my ball cap looks like. I'm going to measure my wig. Now I'm going to reinstall a wig that I've installed on multiple occasions. This is a custom made wig. I custom colored it myself, but I got it custom made to fit my head size and my locks by Artistry by Shar on Instagram. That's my girl, my friend Chachi. She made this wig for me for my birthday. I bought it last year for my birthday, and I've installed it a decent amount of times because it's my favorite wig. It's my best wig. It's everything. So anywho, I'm gonna try it on. See if I'm satisfied with, you know, the lining, the color of my cap, which I'm actually very happy with. Pretty much ready to install now at this point. Yeah, from far away it looks like it's already on. That's how you know that lace is blended. But up close it's not ready yet. So I'm going to just pull that back. I always try to keep the hair combed back out of the way. That's why I did that little half braid in it. And the texture of this hair, if you can't tell, it is kinky straight. I got 40 inches. Like I said, this is my most expensive wig. It's my biggest prized possession because I was 25 and I wanted to stun on you hoes because I've been saving my money. And I was like, I'm going to Essence Fest. I want to get the biggest, best wig that I can. And also, being that my locks are getting so long, I can only do, well, not yet, but I'm getting to a point where soon I'll only be able to wear big hair. Like I can't really do any skimpy, thin looking wigs. Like I have to have fullness. Even if it is straight, it needs to be straight but full, because now my hair is getting too long and it'll look lumpy. So now with that being said, I am going to use the Esha Fusion Lace Bond Glue. Esha Fusion Lace Bond Glue. And they have a primer, and I'm obsessed with this now. The reason I'm obsessed with this is because it's water resistant. It actually is water resistant. I tried it out myself. And this is the first glue that I've tried that has a primer that actually does help grip. Help the glue grip. So I'm gonna start by spraying that primer. Another thing I like about this line, this Esha line, is they have a remover. Girl, I know we all struggle with sometimes removing our wig with alcohol or whatever the case may be. Now, I like to use the other tip of my face razor, my eyebrow razor, to smooth out the glue. Alright, as you can see, I applied one layer, but a pretty thick layer all the way across, and that's all I'm gonna do because I'm in the house, most likely I'll take this right off, or maybe I'll keep it on for the week. Maybe, we'll see. No, I like to feel my natural scalp when I go to sleep. I'll probably take this back off, which is why I only did one layer. But if I was going on vacation or back outside, I would definitely probably do 2 or 3 layers and let it dry. Applied it all the way across my edges, and it's already starting to become transparent. I'm just gonna wait for those other parts to get transparent. I'm gonna blow dry it just a little bit, and then I will apply my lace. Okay, so the glue is all translucent, and now I am ready. I like to use a rat tail comb to help me lay it along with my fingers, even though I shouldn't use my fingers because your fingers have oils and stuff. I try to keep wiping my hands down with alcohol as I do this, so I won't have too much product on my hands while I'm trying to install the frontal. I'm gonna start with the front. I already lined the wig up to where I want it. I like push it down, just have to make sure the rest of the wig is aligned and ready to be put down as well, which it is. So that being said, I'm just gonna go up in there. I like to go. The reason I like to go with my rat tail comb because it makes sure that the hair doesn't get stuck to the glue, because that can be a little frustrating if the hair gets stuck to the glue and damage the hair. We don't want that. Like I said, guys, this wig was custom made to fit my head. Yeah. I cut it myself. I'm not a professional. I always have to reiterate that I'm not a professional, so when people ask me questions, if you see someone else doing it in a different technique than I do, it's because they might be a professional. They may have had way more experience doing this than I have, or they may have learned something about something that I didn't, you know. So I always recommend checking out multiple YouTubers. There's plenty of us.
Want a grape?
Sorry for the interruption, guys. My servant decided to come feed me some grapes, you know. So I'm pretty much done. Now all I need to do is blow dry that, tie it down, and get to styling. So stay tuned for what's next. Now, I wasn't gonna do any baby hairs, but it's nothing like just a couple couple little natural looking baby hairs to complete the frontal. Because the way I do my real hair, I love to play with my edges. And like I'm using this edge booster gel. And then I'm gonna tie my hair up. Trying to keep them like on the natural side. I can get carried away sometimes, but today that's not the look I'm going for. Alright, so now that I got the edges of my liking, I'm going to use my other pantyhose leg to tie it up and get to the styling portion. Okay? Oh, and I didn't mention that I don't put, when I'm gluing my frontal, I don't pull the back of my wig down right away. I like to glue it first and then pull the back of my wig down. This wig doesn't have a clip, but if it did, I would wait to clip it until I feel like my frontal is fully dried and installed or whatever.